Today I'm in beautiful Newport Beach, California, hiking the Crystal Cove full loop. For this hike, you can park your car on either side of the street. In the description below, you can find the GPS coordinates on how to find the trailhead. The cross streets for this hike are Ridge Park Road and East Coastal Peak. Once you cross this street, go to the end of this street and you will find the trailhead. The trailhead is called Pacific Ridge Trailhead. In fact, if you enter that into your Google Maps, you will find exactly where this place is located. This is what the trailhead looks like. Just go on down this way, turn to your right, and you can start your hiking. One more thing, since this is a loop, you can either go out to your right, start that way, and circle around that way and come out this way, or go from left to right. Today, we're going to be going from left to right. One more thing worth mentioning, they do have these posted sign here with all the park rules showing you the hours from 7 a.m. to sunset, along with a lot of other rules. Now that the formalities are all done, let's get down to starting our hike. So the plan is to start out this way and continue on up, down, and around and do the loop. So this is how it starts out. It's currently 59 degrees, May 18th, 7:30 in the morning on a Saturday. If you're enjoying this video and finding it informative, please give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to receive more of this informative content, please subscribe to the channel. So after 15 minutes of on this hike, it'll start to, this is what you'll see. Still very easy trail to follow. It's a big horse trail. You'll see a lot of bikes coming on this way, so you want to be careful. And look at this. You don't want to trip and sprain an ankle also on this. So it's not the most perfect trail. And you do have these little divots here that you do want to be keep your mind focused on or keep your eyes on. You don't want to fall in one of these little divots and sprain an ankle. But other than that, this is what it looks like. A lot of green, clear, easy path to follow. So 15 minutes from the gate, you'll start to see where it starts to thin out a bit as far as people and crowds. You will have bikers that'll come pretty fast. Here comes one right now, look. See, so keep in mind these guys do move fast on this trail, so you don't want to get run over by them. Also, in case you're wondering, this is the Boomer Ridge Trail that we're on, and because, again, it is a full loop hike, stay on the outer skirts. You will see some parts of this trail where it will lead inward to other parts. That's not what you want to do if you want to do the full 9.5 mile loop. Stay on the outer part of it and continue on. I'm now 25 minutes into this hike. Okay, so after hiking 35 minutes on that straightaway, we now come to this area, and this is where we're going to turn. And this trail is, again, Boomer Ridge continues that way. That's the trail we were on. Now we're going to take this one, Crystal Cove, and go this way. So when you see these signs and this big picture right here showing you Boomer Ridge, you know it's time to turn right if you want to do this 9.5 mile loop that I'm doing today. So here we go, continuing on with this hike. Here's a sign. Now this is funny, this says park hours 6 a.m. to sunset. The other sign at the beginning said 7 a.m. to sunset. So already seen different things. Also, take these signs seriously. Rattlesnakes may be found in the area. If you do see them, stay away from them. One tip, if you see a snake and he's curled up like that, they're at their most dangerous part, so you want to stay away from him. If he's straight, like moving, he's not as dangerous. He was not gonna snap out at you as quickly as if he were coiled up. Anyways, upward and onward with our hike. 1 hour and 20 minutes into the hike, this is what you'll see. Peaceful hike, hardly anybody on this trail around this far out. But again, it's safe, very quiet, and maybe hear a little bit of wildlife, and that's about it. And pass a person every now and then. So after an hour and like 20 minutes, you'll see this Morrow Ridge. This is the trail right here. And this shows where you're at, and it continues on. So turn right and continue following the trail. So after about an hour and a half of this trail, hour and 25 minutes to be exact, you start to see the ocean. There it is, off in a distance over there. So that's pretty neat. Something other than just the same trail with the green hills as we come around this ridge right here. Check out the coastline if you can from this over here. Look at that. Houses way off up there in the distance. Along the coast. So beautiful views on this hike. Starting to see some now. Okay, so now it's an hour and 30 minutes into this hike. It starts to go down rather steep, and it is paved. So two different things changing here now. And you can see the coastline as we start to ascend at this point into the hike. And there's a trail way over there, if you could see that. So that might be where we start to head on back to. But let's see where this takes us first. After that little area of it being paved, it's now back to a dirt fire road. And this is what we'll see. And so that only was just for a few minutes where it was paved at a very steep decline going down. And it starts to level off here now a little bit. But as you can see the coast over here, look at this. Look how pretty that looks from this area. Here's more of that coastline. Unobstructed view. Look at that. Nice. So we're going right on down this area here. So after we loop on down there, turn right and continue going on down this way. And then you're going to see this little area right here where we're going to turn right and continue back on to the trail right here, right where this sign is at. See, right here, and continue on this trail going up the coastline. There's the trail right there. So now this is kind of neat. After that turn right, it now starts to get into a little bit more of a feel of a real hiking. As you can see going down this incline here, and then not as big of a fire road as it once was before, and heading on down this way. So total time at this point is 1 hour and 40 minutes into the hike to get to this point of the hike. Okay, going over a little creek bridge here, and then we should almost be down to the bottom of this very, very soon. In fact, there you can see restrooms up ahead, picnic tables, stop for a little break or lunch. Let's see here as we get closer to that area. 1 hour and 45 minutes into this hike, we'll hit that area. And when you come here, turn left, and there's a map, and continue on going to that little rest area part over this bridge right here. Let's see. A little bit. So now 2 hours and 20 minutes into this hike, heading toward the end of it as we're heading on back, and this is what it looks like from out this area here. So this is pretty neat, going down, and then you can see up there where it goes up. So you start to feel the full 1800 altitude or elevation gain on this hike. Okay, so this is since this is a loop hike, we're 3 hours into the hike, and it's now starting to have incline is what we're having. Since this is a 3 hour hike, we're now having a lot of incline on this hike going up. As you can see, looking down, looks a little level on this end of it, but almost winding down toward the end of this hike. We're 3 hours into this hike. You start to see houses along this trail here over to the side, which means we're getting toward the end of this hike. After hiking for about 3 hours and 15 minutes, you know you start to come to the end of this trail when you can start to see the 73 freeway right there. That was the freeway that we saw at the very beginning of this hike. And right now, you can start to see cars parked along the way. So that's it. That pretty much will more than do it for this hike on Crystal Cove. If you would like to see my other videos on hiking, please click on the link now. Thank you so much for watching.